Hi everyone, so just a quick video today, just to say that there is nothing to get. There is no state to reach. There is no 5D. It's already here. Everything that you think you're seeking is right here. Because your natural state of being is effortless peace, tranquility, calm, happiness, joy, or amazement. You only have to look at the children. This is they are operating as their natural state of just pure awareness. The overlay of the mind and the identification has not happened yet with the individual. They are just open awareness. And they're living very much in the present. And thoughts come and go, emotions come and go, like everybody witnesses, like everybody experiences. But they don't cling on to those. They just, a kid will fall over and they'll graze their knee and they'll cry for 5 minutes, and then they'll get up and start and they'll be running around with their friends again. Whereas adult human beings will probably take a day off work, they'll be moaning and groaning. That's kind of a bit of an analogy as to the difference between how children function and adult human beings function. But it is effortless to just be you. You don't have to do anything. You just have to rest and be aware of what is arising in the field of awareness around you. That's all reality is. That's all you've been seeking. And that you are not the mind, you're not thoughts, because that's just a secondary overlay to primary awareness. You are the infinite awareness that always is. And the mind is just a commentator over the top. It's like watching a sport on television, and you've got the commentator there, which gives you the context to everything. The commentator tells you the quality of the players, how they're playing now, what their history is, how the rules of the game work, and all this sort of stuff. But if you were to watch the game on mute, you wouldn't really know what was going on. You wouldn't have that detail. You would just be seeing it for what it is. You'd just be experiencing it. Okay, it's the mind that always adds a story, a narrative to everything, which in many cases can be a negative thing, but it can also be a positive thing. Everything is neutral, actually. But some people can end up getting themselves in some knots when they are associating themselves and identifying with the thoughts and the mind, which they're just simply not them. If you're able to view your mind, if you're able to see thoughts appear and then disappear, you're not those thoughts. You can't be, because you're watching them appear and disappear. And what disappears, you can't be. So there is no 5D that we've got to get to. We are embodying, we are remembering ourselves for who we actually are, which is one self, one infinite field of open awareness, neutral, unfiltered, unedited. My goodness, are people tying themselves in knots? And that's not a criticism, that's not a judgment. It's part of the journey. Some of these avenues, some of these cul-de-sacs we have to go down to eventually get to this point where you realise that there was no searching to be done, and that actually everything that you are seeking is already here, and if you want to know your direction, your path in life, instead of grafting, instead of searching and searching out there, see what comes naturally to you. What's effortless for you? What lights your fire? What are you passionate about? What are you just good at, naturally, innately? Because we're all born with something, some talent, some gift. And we don't really know why that is. We just like, wow, I just knew I had an interest in nature. I just knew that I wanted to do this, that I had such a passion for this. And I don't know why, but I just do. Well, there is a reason for it. We all have those gifts and talents and interests. Why would we want to ignore that? That's what most people are doing.